All right, we got words to live by all week long on the follow through. Let's go. Really, for the next couple weeks, these are passages, man, that are going to be go-tos. I really believe almost each and every one of them has something that we can latch onto, that we want to get down deep into our hearts and into our souls. These are like rallying cries, if you will, and I want us to see them that way. Rallying cries are important, man, because they get you motivated, they get you unified if you're a group, and they move you forward. Because you're like, man, this is who we are, let's get after it. And I live near something called the Paoli Massacre, right, which happened during the Revolutionary War. To make a long story short, basically there was an encampment of American soldiers that were there, colonists that were, that wound up getting massacred in the middle of the night. British guys came in without any warning, just slaughtered them all. Kind of terrible. And that became a rallying cry for the rest. Remember Paoli for a lot of the revolution in subsequent battles. And a lot of times that happens. You just, something that triggers people, man, in a good way and in a positive way, leading us forward. Here's what Jesus said to us, which is a pretty important one. This is in Matthew 14, verse 27. He says, immediately it said, Jesus spoke to them. They were out. Jesus had been walking on the water out to them. They thought it was a ghost. They had no idea what was going on, right? Because people don't walk on water. And, it wasn't a special effect. And their rational minds were like, well, it's some kind of, spooky thing. It's scary. Oh no, what are we going to do? And he says, look, don't be afraid. Take heart. It is I. Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. And this is where Jesus, where Peter's like, hey, if it's you, let me go out to the water, to you, right? And Jesus actually gives him the ability. And this is where, Peter's actually walking on water for a bit and then sees all the things crashing around him, and he begins to sink. And the whole story there, especially these words, take heart, it's me. I am with you. A lot of times we're looking at all the things that are going around. We're seeing things that we don't understand, that frighten us. They fill us with fear and anxiety, and right, they just drag us down and overwhelm us. And Jesus says to us in those moments, the same words that he said to them, take heart, it is I. Like, be lifted up, be strengthened, be encouraged. You're gonna, don't freak out. I got this. It's just me. It's just me. And imagine the things you'll be able to do, and that they were able to do, those disciples back in the day, because Jesus was with them, because God is with them. And that's the thing on the Sunday morning messages and all through that we see as a refrain. This past Sunday at church, I preached on Joshua 1, verse 9. Go back and watch that sermon, because it's all about the fact that God is with us. That's the only way that Moses did anything. It's the only way that Joshua did anything. And those are some heavy hitters in the Old Testament. And the disciples, no different. Us, we're no different. What we do and what we're able to do is always a product of what God is doing in us. It's Him. He gets the glory. He gets the praise. He gets the acknowledgments and all of those things. The credit, boom, Him. He's awesome because He's the one and the only one that would ever love us the way we are, do something about our mess, die for us and rise for us, man. That is what He did. And that's why we focus on Him and why we worship and adore Him and live for Him and have our life, live through Him out to the world around us, all right? So praying this encourages you and helps you as you face all those things that are around you to hear those words of Jesus again. Don't be afraid, right? Take heart, it is I. We'll see you tomorrow for another follow-through.